Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I have another collab for you, and it's also a tag video. I was tagged by Lorraine, and as you can see from the title, it is the Eyeshadow Junkie tag. I will think of some people to tag at the end of this as well, because I think it would be worthwhile that they get on board too. And especially as I know, like me, they're eyeshadow junkies. So I was tagged by Lorraine, but I'm actually doing this collab in conjunction with CazLovesMakeup, and she reached out to me because I said I was looking for people to collab with, and she's been around on YouTube for quite a while, and like me, she also is a fan of eyeshadows. So on my iPad here, it's a very filthy iPad, I have the tag questions. There's 10 questions. And I've looked through my, there's a couple of eyeshadows that I can't find, so I'm a bit annoyed by that, but we'll go with the ones that I think, I might mention them. I'll put a mention, it's one. I'll give it a mention. Anyway, favourite drugstore line for eyeshadows. I think you guys are going to know what I'm going to say, and it's got to be Makeup Revolution. This is the iconic one, which is a dupe for the Naked palette. This is the iconic Smoky, which is a dupe for the iconic for the Naked Smoky, and this is the Naked Chocolate, which isn't a dupe for anything, I don't believe, but I'll come on to that. The to be honest, this blew my mind when I first ever used these. I just found them to be blendable. They are pigmented, they're extremely workable. There's just something so lovely about these shadows. I just love them. So everything about them. What's really good as well is that for some of the palettes, and while they've grown, the formula has definitely changed. So in some of them they've got buttery, they've got less powdery, they've got more pigmented, which, you know, is just what you need out of your palette. So I love Makeup Revolution. You guys know I do. I go on about them all the time. I've just trapped my finger in that and it really hurt. So yes, Makeup Revolution would be my #1 drugstore line for eyeshadows. Favourite eyeshadow primer. I have to say I'm still looking for my holy grail, but the one that I've been using and I really enjoy is the Peaches. Oh dear. Hello Sunshine, is the Peaches and Cream eyeshadow primer. I got this when I went to the clothes show with the girls. I'll just show you it. So it comes in this sort of tube here. Oh, really? I'll just show you it on my hand. So it squeezes out. It's a creamy colour. So it's skin flesh tone for light skin tones. And it's quite a thick consistency. It reminds me of the, oh wow. Let's see if I can go back a bit. So I've just put it on top of some lipstick actually. It dries down pretty quick and it goes sort of tacky. And I always put a cream base on top of this as well, just so that it sticks even more. So, oh, I'm going to have to sort this lighting out, aren't I? Okay, hopefully that won't be too bad. So that's my favourite eyeshadow primer. I really hurt my finger. It really hurts. #3. First ever eyeshadow purchase, and do you still use it? I have been wearing eyeshadow for years, but my major purchase actually was a Too Faced eyeshadow palette that is still around, and it was the Too Faced Smoky palette. I had no idea that the eyeshadow palette was like who Too Faced was. I had no idea about makeup, and it was when Too Faced was in Boots. Oh great, always, every single time. He's intent on getting into my videos. So I was just saying, so I bought a Too Faced shadow palette. It was one of the wooden box ones, and it had black and silver. It was basically one that, to be fair, I only ever used the black and silver. I didn't realise that they were a high-end. I didn't know anything about them. I just bought it with some Christmas money, and I don't believe it was over £20. I think it was £18 for the eyeshadow palette at the time. Too Faced was in the Boots in Leicester, I believe. So I was in my early 20s, and I bought it and I used it forever. I honestly had it for so long, and I think I only just got rid of it maybe 5 years ago. So I had it for about 10 years. And I just got rid of it because I used to wear black and silver, and if you continue watching my videos, and you'll see in my collab videos for the last collab that I did for the Makeup Through the Ages, you'll see that I did it then. Does that make sense? Anyway, because I'm doing all of this back to front, that's why I'm getting a bit confused. So yeah, it was a Too Faced eyeshadow palette. I think they still have it. The best drugstore eyeshadow dupe, and that at the moment I would 100% say it's the Makeup Revolution Redemption palette Iconic Smoky. I think this is an incredible dupe. I think this is better than the Smoky palette. I don't rate, and people are going to hate me now, Urban Decay shadows because I don't get them. They have fallout. They are pigmented. Some of them are really buttery, if that's a maybe, but I just find this is just as good. And if you're going to spend, this was £6 I think rather than £4, but if you're going to, instead of spending £38.50 on a palette, you might as well just pay for the same outcome. You know, for how we always use things that keep our makeup on. For the same outcome, I would go ahead and buy this palette. Not only does it come with a really big mirror, which most of the other Redemption palettes do not, it comes with all the shades, and in my opinion, I like this just as much, if not better. And I did do a comparison. I bought this first. I did some swatches on my hand. I went into Urban Decay and did some swatches from their palette, and I thought it's just really the same. There was no difference. So yeah, I would say this one at the moment, the Iconic Smoky, is one of the best ones. Even though they are all incredible, that one is my favourite one at the moment. Most underrated, what you hear about the least but love. This includes singles palettes. Right, I have 3 palettes here. Do I have 3 palettes? Yes. So, the Cargo Vintage Escape Eye Palette. Tati's the only person that I've heard go on about it. Tati from Glam Life Guru. This is such an incredible palette. It is, I never hear about it from anybody, but honestly, like the shadows are just so pigmented and so beautiful. I just can't get enough of them. I mean, Crisp just blows my mind every time. Just look at those colours. Every time they blow my mind, and I love that palette, although I've just gone and smashed it. But one of the most underrated, I think, palettes of all time. It's so good. And if you do, I think they're selling them for like under £20 at the minute. So go ahead and give it a go. What I love about the Cargo Cosmetics palettes, I have another one. I have to say this one is the best out of the ones that I've got, although the packaging is a bit dodge. Out of all of them, I love that they have, so this is Vintage Escape. So it's all about autumnal, withered leaves, rustic, chestnut. They're the names. The names are brilliant in this palette, so I love it, and I just think it's one of the most underrated. Equally is this one. These are the Chroma Courtney Cardazzle palettes. I actually used up all of this colour here. It was a beautiful metallic rose gold. I love this palette. It also has the trio underneath, which is actually 2 blushes and a highlighter. I actually have it again. I bought it again, and this is what it looks like in full glory. It's only a little teeny miniature one. It's so good for on the go. I love that about it. But I never hear anything about these. And this is the rose goldy colour. Oh gosh, this is no good. Look at that on my finger. Just look at it. And then these, they're really, really soft. I think they're great. Just look at those. So beautiful. Love the garnet that's in there. Just look. Oh, see if I can get in the right light. There you go. Look at that. They're stunning, and I think they're completely underrated. And I have the Chloe Cardazzle, I think, as well. Yeah. Which is more just neutrals. These are a lot warmer. And then finally, actually, because I bought more than I needed, but I wanted to talk about it, is the Zoeva Cocoa Blend. A lot of people in the UK talk about this, and I think also in Germany, because I think that's where these are from. But these palettes are beautiful, and this, it's a shame they don't have these in the US, because they would just go mental for it. I mean, they're so pigmented and just so, just look at them. Honestly, what is going on there? So I thought I'd bring three to people's attentions, because I just thought, well, you know, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it properly. If you haven't seen these, this palette was £15.50 as well, which I think is a bargain, being that some of the other palettes, even in the drugstore, are around £13. So, you know, it's not like it's high end, is it? It's definitely affordable. It isn't Makeup Revolution, but it is certainly a really beautiful palette. I love to keep them in lovely sleek packaging. Love that as well. Next question, favourite single eyeshadow. My favourite single eyeshadow is actually the number 7 eyeshadow in, oh, what's it called? Oh my goodness, I can't remember what it's called. Such a shame, because I can't remember. Oh well, I've lost it, and I'm going to have to try and find it. So also these single pigments from Makeup Revolution, and I wanted to show you some swatches of them. These are definitely, oh, okay Leah, well done. I should have been a bit more careful there. So this one is called, Gotten Everywhere, Levity. I'll just show you back here. It's this beautiful purple colour. These are amazing pigments. If you are looking for amazing colour, look no further. They're less than £1, I think, now, and they are bloody brilliant. Another favourite is this one in Cautious. Oh, just be so careful with them, that's a problem. Once you've taken the little sticker off. This has got so much glitter in it though. Can you see that there? It's so hard for you to see, I'm so sorry. Really not doing very well. Cautious is stunning, actually. Just a stunning, stunning, stunning colour. See if I can get closer. I hate the sun. Hate the sun. Bloody thing. And then we've got Indirect, which again is everywhere now. Ooh. Beautiful. They're just stunning. Such a shame you can't see them. And then Dynamic, which is a lovely copper colour. It's just divine. And also, again, everywhere. So I'll just swatch that on my wrist, because that's where they go. So you can see it on my wrist. Beautiful. I love these pigments. They're all over me now. That's really good. Well done, Leah. Good start to the day. There's glitter everywhere as well. They're quite glittery, but they are stunning. When you use them with a setting spray on your brush, they blow your mind. And also, this is a crossover into the next question, but this has to be one of the most beautiful eyeshadows I've ever had in my life. And it is from Makeup Revolution, and it is their rose gold. It's a foiled shadow, and it is just incredible. It reminds me of the Colourpop shadows. It's that sort of texture. I'm going to put it on this hand because it blows my mind every time. So this is the foiled shadow in rose gold. Can you see that there? Can you see that there? Just look at that. Ah, it's so amazing. I wore this on my eyes for the clothes show, and I got so many compliments. It looks like this in the pot. I've really dented it. I mean, I've used it quite a lot. It's just incredible, and I'll be gutted when it's finished. So I'm thinking about picking up another one, because it will be. And then the next question, which that sort of is the realms going into, is favourite cream shadow. And it has to be the Colour Tattoo in On and On Bronze, which has never dried out on me. A lot of people say they do, but they really don't. And I will show you a swatch on my arm, I think. And this all over the eye is literally the most divine bronzy colour of life. It's so beautiful. In America, it's called Bad to the Bronze. I don't know why they changed the name, but they did, and so we just have to put up with it. But it's incredible. My favourite all time. It's brilliant as a base, but it's brilliant on its own. Love that. Next question, what are we on? Question 8, favourite neutral shadow. Oh, finally I can get this out, and this is my... I love these, and my favourite neutral shadow is probably Blank Type, from MAC, and it's a neutral cream. I use it all the time. It's really, really good. I don't know whether Makeup Geek do something like this. If they do, I'll probably, if I'm going to repurchase one, it will be Makeup Geek. Most of these are Makeup Geek shadows, so yes. And then favourite coloured eyeshadow, it has to be this Makeup Geek one in Mermaid. Let me just show you this, right? Oh my God, look at that. Oh my goodness gracious, it's this one hit right here. Oh, honestly, it gives me life. Life, I tell you. Just stunning. I used this in a tutorial and I just can't get over how fucking beautiful. Excuse my language. I've never sworn on my channel. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely stunning. 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 In fact, there is a shadow that is probably cheaper that I want to talk about in terms of single eyeshadow, and it's this one from Freedom, and I believe it's Brights something, and it's this sort of, can you see the duochrome in there? It's like a purpley blue duochrome. I'll just show you that as well on my finger so you can get a good swatch. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Really creamy, really pigmented, and just stunning. So that's maybe my second favourite, but that wasn't the question. But it is probably my second favourite. And that is question number 9. And question number 10, best eyeshadow palette ever. You're not going to believe me when I say this, because it could have been this one. I always say this is my all-time favourite palette ever, but it's been superseded. And I have to say it is the Makeup Revolution Neutrals versus Neutrals palette. It looks like this. Let's see if I can get a really better light. Just dun 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 dun. It is stunning. Now, I didn't think I would like this because there's so many warm reds in here. I just thought it would not work for me, but I was completely wrong. It is just one of the most incredible, these colours on my fingers. I should do one on that finger, shouldn't I? Pick up a different one. Here we go. Just honestly stunning, most stunning, and I love it. The Makeup Revolution Neutrals versus Neutrals. I think that is my all-time best eyeshadow palette ever. Ever. That's quite a big deal, isn't it? I mean, it's really difficult because I love eyeshadow palettes. Excuse the lighting. But yeah. So that is it. That's the tag. I'm going to tag Ashley Tiernan. I'm going to tag Dinah. I'm going to tag Nancy from Sugar Darling, who's new. Go and check her out. I'm doing a collab with her as well. I'm going to tag Claire from The Love of All Things Beauty, Victoria from Victoria J, so all my girls, hi, and Steph from Seeing Spots. So that's, and Carly from Carly Pie's World. Wow, I've got quite a few. If I haven't tagged you, just tag yourself anyway. I'll link everybody's channel below. But most of all, hopefully, I'm looking forward to seeing what Kaz has put on her channel. And I will link her down below. Go check her video out. I'll link that down below as well. And I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. And I look forward to receiving some comments. Take care, guys.